boys in our clubhouse getting high. Super fuckers! Everybody wishes we would die. Super fuckers! Here we come like a bomb. Everybody fucking run and hide.
Hey, it's the Pizza Party Podcast. Do I sound echoey?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah. Damn it.
I was joking.
Hey, it's the Pizza Party Podcast. I'm Pan Pizza. Who are you people?
Does my mic quality sound okay?
Who are you people?
Oh, hey, I was told that Ken's gonna be here. Oh, wait.
And who's the other guys?
Where's Jim?
Jim is
Where's anyone?
Jim is dead.
Oh,
Is Jim really dead? Because I thought he was going to be back this week.
No, he has plans of his own.
Jim has a life, people. Jim has a life.
When Jim was in the closet that I was trapped in, that Pan was keeping me in the whole time. That's why I haven't been on here for a while.
Jim has things to do, you know. He has like responsibilities. We're just a couple of fucks. We don't do anything.
I do stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I don't have a social life. I work, though.
how many lives does Jim have? I mean, like, does he have like over 99?
Oh, you're one of those people with a job. Oh, I get it. Yeah, so the next video is gonna be top 5 current cartoons, because more cartoons keep coming, and then I have to talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you guys want to get into the news?
I mean, I guess that's kind of what we do.
Oh, wait.
So.
Nolan, you wanted to announce what you're gonna be doing?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a lazy bastard, so I made Jim count all the votes for the movie review, and it turns out I'm going to be reviewing Rocket Power: Race to New Zealand. Let me pull out the exact text he got me.
See, that's why he wasn't on last week, because he was too busy counting all the votes for Nolan.
Yep, that's exactly it. Also, Rocket Power won almost 3 times the votes of Oogie Loves. Other suggestions included for you to review were The Judge, Rent, Howard the Duck, Some Cool Cat Thing, and Someone Wants You to Review His Dick.
Whoa.
So, for a person who wants me to review their dick, please submit it to I don't want to at yahoo.com.
So, Cool Cat saves the kids. That's always an option.
That's always an option to pick next time, yes.
It's too late. Everyone else already did that, so it's pointless now.
I actually don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, me neither.
No, like, seriously, like, you guys keep referencing it, and I'm just like, hi, but I don't...
Yeah, that sucks.
It's just a safety movie that kind of grew in popularity after some internet reviewers reviewed it.
You know, like one of those PSA movies, but like, hey kids, don't use guns, but it's really stupid.
For the longest time, I thought it was a parody. Like, you weren't supposed to take it seriously. Like,
No, this is real. It's all real.
Like, I'm starting to learn internet animation or humor. Like, I found out Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I finally found that out this week.
Wow, can you hear us back in like 2003?
It came out 4 years ago.
Close enough.
yeah, it came out too long ago.
You know, for someone who works on such relevant internet culture as Yo Mama, I'm surprised you're not current and with it, you know? You feel me?
We made a over 9,000 joke like 2 weeks ago.
Hey, Stev, did you just get dial-up or something?
Hey, don't you insult my internet speed, son.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I can't wait for Yo Mama YTMND edition.
You're the man now, dog.
Remember YTMND?
Oh, you're the man now, dog.
Yeah. That was a big thing in 2006, and like nobody gives a shit about it now. YTMND was basically a website where you post animated GIFs, and I guess also like it's a sound clip accompanying the GIF. Because
Well, yeah, they were like 3 things. It was the a tiled background that was typically a GIF, the sound bite, and then also text that like protruded in 3D because they had, like, you know what I mean?
You're the man now dog.com or YTMND. I mean, it's just, we didn't know where to get GIFs back then, and that's where we got them. But nowadays, like I checked on YTMND several times, and that site is just a wasteland. Like, nobody cares. Let's say there's something super popular like Attack on Titan or My Little Pony. I check on that site, and there's barely anything on there. That's a sign that it's dead. It's fucking dead, but there's still like 2 3 posters that still keep it alive. Thankfully, I guess.
I mean, there's only like a handful of really good jokes from there, though.
Hey, come on.
Like Stole My Bike. Love that one.
Wanted. Someone to go back in time with. YTMND was the origin of the meme for Sonic Says.
Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
Where, like, I think they got into a lawsuit with Sega saying, hey, you need to take off all these Sonic Says memes or we'll sue you, and I don't think anything ever passed through with that. Oh, but speaking of lawsuits, like, for, YouTube poops, right?
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know what YouTube poops are, it's basically just editing a footage of a cartoon and make it look stupid or something. It's hard to explain. But there was this one of Dr. Rabbit. It's based on this PSA by Colgate, like these short animated educational videos on brushing teeth. And Colgate actually wanted to sue the guy. I think his name was Walrus Guy, the user, for making these things. Like, it was a weird era of people barely discovering the internet and legal repercussions. But you want to get into the news?
All right, let's get into the nudes.
Yeah.
Kids, there's nothing more cool than...
You're the man now, dog.
But if someone tries to...
You're the man now, dog.
That's no good. It's your...
Internets.
No one has the right to...
Sue your ass and your balls.
For no particular reason.
if you don't want them to. So what do? First, you say... Then you say...
This is true lunacy.
Then...
In a people's court.
Then...
Objection! 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 Objection!
Then...
You win.
Then you say...
You lose. Good day, sir.
So whose nudes are we looking at today?
Peter Robbins.
Wait, what?
You may know him as the voice actor as a child for Charlie Brown.
We're looking at it as nudes. What?
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 Oh, wait, I gotta check on which Charlie Brown he did. Crap.
God damn it, man.
Hey, there were a lot of Charlie Brown shorts with different voice actors, so,
I just assumed they were like just nobody kids because it seems to be the trend, at least with the new one.
Charlie Brown All-Stars, You're in Love Charlie Brown, He's Your Dog Charlie Brown, A Boy Named Charlie Brown.
Wasn't there one called Your Mom Has Breast Cancer, Charlie Brown?
Oh.
Oh, there was like a cancer one though.
What?
Was there?
Yeah, there was a cancer one.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, tell us about that, XLR. Please enlighten us.
Don't leave us hanging.
Well, I thought you guys knew about it. Okay,
No,
anyway.
we don't know everything.
So pretty much there's this Charlie Brown. I forgot what it was called, but pretty much there was this girl in his class who had cancer, and Linus would always like visit her and stuff. And one day she was like coughing in school, and then she went to the nurse, and they sent her home, and then she didn't come back for a couple of days, and then it was like, where is she? And then it's like, and then they went to her house, and then they said, oh, she's at the hospital. It's like, oh my gosh, she's at the hospital. So they went to the hospital, and then turned out she had cancer. And then pretty much when she went back to school, she had the leukemia treatment. So she had to get her head shaved. So when she got back to school, she wore a hat, and then someone like took her hat, and then Linus pretty much beat their ass and said, "Hey you fucker! Like she has cancer." And then like, and then the dude was like, "Hey, it's not my fault. She looks like a boy." And then it's like, "You fucker!" and just beat his ass right there.
This sounds. I'm pretty sure with the beat your ass comment that was a joke. But
Yeah, like no, he pretty much like grabbed his like shirt, like grabbed his shirt and just held him there.
No, I think I think XLR's version would be better.
Soupy came to the girl's house and just and took her on one of those plane rides where he fights the Red Baron and she actually got shot and it.
What? Did she fall off the plane?
Yeah, she fell off the plane and Soupy's like, "Oh shit!"
And she does the Charlie Brown scream. "Arrgh!"
Yeah, and it was awkward. And then like she was back the next day and everything was back normal. And then it was like, did that really happen or? No, we're not going to address that. Okay.
She just wakes up in a field. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, like, okay, like, during those segments, did you guys ever, like, wonder, like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know. I remember them being very cheap because you just saw, like, Snoopy, like, just the side view of Snoopy's house, and they're just rotating the image to imply that he's flying, and I just never understood, like, what's the point of this?
And the short is called Why Charlie Brown, Why?
Why, Charlie Brown, why? Why did Snoopy do this to me?
Charlie Brown, why did you eat my fries?
Charles Schultz is a fucking hack. So Peter Robinson, one of the voice actors for Charlie Brown, he pleaded guilty to assassinate a San Diego sheriff 2 years ago, confessing to stalking his ex-lover and a plastic surgeon who gave her a breast augmentation.
Wait, what?
You're an assassin now, Charlie Brown.
So yeah, Charlie Brown wanted to kill a San Diego sheriff.
Man, Charlie Brown really got weird in the later incarnations.
Yeah.
Man, like, I mean, I'm glad they did the movie to get a fresh start, but dang, it really got dark. Like, did they go to like an edgy phase?
Look, come on. Like, after so many years, like, you gotta shock the audience sometimes. You gotta really impress them. Charlie Brown's in prison, confirmed.
Dang, well, I guess this is grown up Charlie Brown. Like, this is Charlie Brown when he grew up. Because you know how you see all those fan interpretations of, like, Hey Arnold and the Rugrats, and you would see them like all grown up.
Oh,
You mean like how everything has to be like gritty and dark?
Yeah.
or hipstery.
Hipstery.
Yeah,
Though,
hipster, yeah.
visually, hipster cartoons kind of work. I don't know. I think drawing the clothing's cool, so I'm down for it.
There was this storyboard artist who used to work on Rugrats, and then he just came out and said, I'm tired of all these fan interpretations of people drawing like characters aged up like Hey Arnold or Rugrats as hipsters.
Oh yeah, we talked about this, didn't we?
No, not on the podcast, no.
Oh.
But he just came out and said, I'm tired of these fucking people drawing them like this, so here's how they would really look like, and they just look like these out of shape, middle-aged fucks. Versions of the Rugrats.
He was like, you know what? You guys are making too much expectations for us. You're making them look all beautiful and everything. We want them to look real.
I know this is your fantasy, but this is how the world is. Get over it, you pathetic.
Fuck your fantasies.
This is the real world. This is how the Rugrats will be. This is canon. This is my canon as a storyboard artist. You don't know. I worked at Klasky Shuplo. I don't know if they're still around.
I don't know.
I mean, I know they made 1 billion failed animated pilots. Oh, I checked on Klatsky Chuplo's website, and they haven't been updated since like 2012 or so, and they just have this thing saying, check out our new web series about this skateboarding vampire, and nothing else.
Sorry.
Hey, they're trying to recapture Rocket Power's fame. Come on.
Yeah,
Vampires?
Vampire skateboarder. Come on.
that's something to discuss in my review. How Rocket Power is nothing but fucking corporate shill bullshit.
Why does the site look like it has not been updated since 2003?
I don't think it has. I'm pretty sure they just left it there. I mean, what was the last successful Klasky Chuplo cartoon? Like, As Told by Ginger?
Oh,
Wait.
okay. So apparently, at least since like 2011 or 12, they have a live action commercial division,
What's the
which
point?
was absorbed, but it was absorbed into 6 Point Media.
Oh.
And apparently, they're currently working on secret projects. But I mean, I'm reading this on the Wikipedia.
Wikipedia?
Wikipedia.
That sounds so fancy.
It's in Community, Chevy Chase's character refers to Wikipedia as the Wikipedia.
Wikipedia sounds a lot more like
Something Amish. Sounds like an Amish name.
Yeah. Or some form of royalty.
I just like saying it because it always throws people off. It sounds like a legit source.
Yeah.
Going back to the news report about Charlie Brown and how he got arrested, we talked to the sheriff that he tried to kill, and he had this to say.
Man, that sheriff was full of crap. I'll tell you what.
What an asshole.
He did not treat us with any respect. You know,
You're going to prison, Charlie Brown.
We're gonna play that straight. We're gonna play this straight.
I don't know, like, I'm waiting for, like, someone to make the official, like, grim, dark Charlie Brown, like, remember the time Archie got killed?
oh, dude, yes.
As if
Wait,
anybody
was that
cared about Archie.
Was that Predator?
No,
Predator
that
kill?
was a different time when Archie met
Okay.
Predator for some
No,
reason.
no. Archie versus Predator was pretty close together with the death of Archie. It was only like a few years apart, I think.
Oh.
But Archie died in the comics. That's interesting.
Good. I'm
Was
glad.
it Veronica or the other one?
I paged through that Archie comic, and the final page is like I think like this kid who I think is Archie's kid. I'm not sure. Like drinking a milkshake. It's like that cover where he's drinking a milkshake with Betty and Veronica.
Are they in funeral attire drinking a milkshake together?
No, it's just like the legacy of Archie lives on through them.
Oh, I wanted that, like just everyone wearing black, but they're just crying but drinking a milkshake together.
No, this was after the funeral, and it was just like, oh wow, like Archie is eternal. Even though he's dead, his legacy lives on. He can never truly go away.
Rest in peace, Archie. I drank your milkshake.
Those girls would have left him. You know that? Those girls would have been like, you know what? Fuck you.
XLR, you're being transported back to 1990. I can barely hear you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How's that dial-up?
Stev fucking brings it back.
Yeah.
High-speed internet is expensive. Dial-up is the only thing we could afford here.
He's gargling in the static. Someone help him. Throw a fishing line in.
It looks like Unfriended is happening to us now.
Oh no. Hey, but speaking of Unfriended, what are your guys' favorite movies of 2015?
Wait, what'd you say, Pen?
I don't even know anymore.
What are your favorite movies of 2015?
Oh wait, before we get into that, let me just say, hey, we have a fan junk playlist on YouTube, description below. If you have any fan-related videos, like a fan animation or whatever, you can email it to me, RebelTaxi@yahoo.com, and I'll feature it in the playlist as featured below in the description. Also, there is the Deviant Art for fan art, like the Deviant Art Fan Club, and the the unofficial Reddit. Link below. Yeah. But let's get into...
You know, Pan, you remind me of the hello, my future girlfriend.
Hello, my future girlfriend. This is what I sound like. I am 11 years old in the 6th grade in New Mexico. Bye. Thanks for stopping by.
That last part sounded like Shay St. John. Hey, thanks for stopping my website. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen enough deep web countdowns. I haven't actually been in there, but I know what that is. You all know what that is.
St. John isn't that scary.
It's shit posting the website, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like absurdist shit posting, essentially.
Yeah, it might as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out to be something by Adult Swim or something.
No, it was by this one dude. It was totally meant to be like just a thing. Like it wasn't actually real. But then he fucking died, so...
Yeah. I mean, if you look up any videos saying top 10 creepiest websites, SayJohn...
Shay St. John.
Yeah, Shay St. John.
No, Pan, repeat after me. Shay
Saint John.
There you go.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, so basically the story of this character is that they were a model and they got into an accident, but then they had their face rebuilt with mannequin parts, and now they run this shitty website, which is just nothing but a bunch of animated GIFs and music blaring all the time, and it's fucking stupid as shit, but people are thinking like, is this legit? It's like, no way. There's no way like someone this crazy could create a website. Think about that. I mean, there's a certain level of crazy where you lose the ability for HTML coding and such, you know?
We can build her. Is Shay St. John pretty much like the Terminator?
We just don't know, but allegedly the person who created St. John is dead, so there's never been any more updates. So we don't know where they are now. Besides in a hole.
Basically.
No, they probably live streamed their own death for all we know. It's probably in there, the deep web. For those of you who don't know, the deep web is like the scary part of the internet where no one's allowed to go. You can't access it through Google and such. That's where people use Bitcoin to buy pot and guns
drugs.
And hitmans. Yeah. Deep web. So yeah.
I tried to hire a hitman to go after my mom after she made me try to clean my room, and I couldn't afford it. My allowance just wasn't big enough. Somebody play me a Bowling for Soup song.
It makes 4chan look like 1chan. If that's a real thing, I don't know.
So, to answer your question, what was our favorite movie from 2015?
Hey,
I decided to...
Okay,
Go ahead.
2015 topic. Everyone's favorite things of 2015. You first, Stev.
Well, I can't really think of what I'm like going through the list that's going out right now, and like I totally forgot. Apparently,
Wow.
50 Shades of Grey came out this year.
Well, gee whiz, what a great year.
Joe Dirt 2.
That's what you come up with in 2015.
No, I'm just like pointing out like the ones I thought is hilarious to think that those came out this year. Backstreet Boys, Show 'Em What
Backstreet-
You Were Made of.
What? What the fuck is that?
This
is in 1998?
Yeah, well, it's 2015.
No.
Inside Out, Ted 2.
Inside Her.
Okay, now did the Lego movie come out last year or the year before?
I think that was 2014.
Year before.
God damn it. Okay, I'm running out of ideas.
Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F.
You.
That came out.
Nerd.
I wish I got to see Hotel Transylvania too. I bet that would have been my choice.
Yeah, I saw Hotel Transylvania too. I loved it, but the ending was fucking stupid. Like they kind of just
Okay.
rushed through the ending, but I loved it. And
Yeah, pretty much.
Mavis was there. She, the goth vampire daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, there's a movie called #Horror.
Is that a sequel to Unfriended?
That movie was okay. That movie wasn't that good.
The glitch just
Never-
typed.
Glitch just typed. Glitch just can do that.
I feel like most people, at least like not in this group, but like most sites would be like, Star Wars just came out. That's the
Yeah.
big movie that gets searches. Let's say that one.
Yeah, but I didn't say it. I didn't see it.
Well,
Yeah,
it
I
was
didn't see it either.
fucking amazing. Anyone else see Star Wars?
It was Star Wars like a motherfucker.
It's great. Stev, did you see Star Wars?
Every time I'm about to go see it, something happens. I got tickets to see it before it came out, and then through a convention I work with, they're like, "Hey, you did well last year. Here's free tickets. Enjoy the show." And then I wound up working on the completion of his music video instead because that due date was too soon.
Oh.
And then another friend we were supposed to go see it, and then he canceled because work called him in. So it's like I feel like I'm destined not to see this movie.
Well, I won't spoil anything, but I loved it a lot. But I think it feels more like a Star Wars fan film tribute thing because they recycle a lot of elements. But I don't know. The important thing is I actually like the characters a lot.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I watched Phantom Menace before watching Force Awakening, and it's so radically different from one another. Like the characters in Force Awakening, they just feel lively and excited to be there, and Phantom Menace, everyone's just mopey and just going through the motions. Like they didn't give a shit with Phantom Menace. Like I understand now.
Phantom Menace, that was like a kids movie, like with alien CG alien farting and junk,
That's what Lucas wants to say.
While the second one was a boring governmental thriller.
They were all boring, all the prequels.
Also,
the third one was
Pregoland
decent.
came out this year. No, Pregoland.
What's Pregoland?
That was a movie. I don't know. It's on this list.
What? Pregoland?
Totally forgot about Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Nobody cares about that movie.
I like the Hot Tub Time Machine movies.
One Punch Man came out.
Yeah.
Is that a movie?
No, it wasn't a movie. Fuck movies.
I thought we were doing movies.
Well, we don't care at this point. We're just doing whatever came out in 2015. It's the recap. It's like a clip show.
Yeah, One Punch Man was probably the greatest anime of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super good.
I haven't got a chance to see it.
I'll watch it when the dub's out,
Yeah, like I'm partially waiting for that, and also it's subtitled right now, and I feel like I need to give it my full attention. But I tend to watch things while I'm animating.
I mean, I can't concentrate on like watching something and drawing at the same time. Like I need to give something my full attention to properly see if I like it or not. Although the urge to just like multitask at the same time is always there, but I only multitask when it's like a show I've already seen before or a movie I've seen before. Otherwise, it ruins everything. Because sometimes I multitask during some movie and I think, wow, this movie's actually pretty good from these clips I've seen, but when I see it all the way through, it's like, oh, no, it's not. It's pretty awful.
What example do you have in mind? Because I'm kind of curious now.
I think, The Spirit, if anyone remembers that movie.
Stallion of the Cinnamon.
Oh, no. The superhero movie, The Spirit.
Oh.
It was like, imagine a mix of Sin City and Batman and Robin.
Maybe it was just so bad people thought it was a parody.
We just don't know. Like, I mean, the comics are nothing like the Spirit in this one, because the Spirit in the comics, he wore blue. There was color. It was more cheap. Well, it was. They're both pretty cheesy, but like the octopus in the comics was this guy you never saw. You only saw his hands. But here you see Samuel Jackson as the octopus in full view. Like, is there any movies that tried to do the cartoon thing, you know, like where they hide a character's face for like a long ass time, like Miss Bellum or the Tom and Jerry parents? Inspector Gadget showed Dr. Claw, yeah. It's fucking pointless. Why?
Apparently, there's an episode of Power Rangers from like Mega Force or something. I watched Linkara's history, and like the Sixth Ranger is revealed in the same episode, but throughout the whole episode, his face while in civilian mode is hidden, even though you've never seen the character before, so it doesn't matter.
Speaking of Linkara, guess what movie came out this last year? A top fourth walled movie.
How?
That wasn't on my list. I didn't see it there. I don't think it counts.
Linkara lives in the same town I do.
Wait, what?
He and Linkara live in the same town.
Go talk to him.
Invite him on the podcast.
Invite him on the fucking podcast for us.
Hello, and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn.
Hello, and welcome to the Pizza Party Podcast, where good jokes burn.
Isn't Linkara basically the Penguin?
What?
You know, everyone always complains about his voice, but I can't hear what people are complaining about. Like, I don't hear it. Like, it's weird because like Linkara's voice doesn't bother me, but then you have like a person that you guys get requested a lot to be on the podcast who reviews movies, cartoons. His voice bothers me, but maybe it's just because he whines the entire review. Not you.
Wow, Pan, you're kind of conceited.
I like that he thinks that people are requesting him to be on his own podcast.
I hope so.
But no, like, I try not to say too much about YouTubers, especially since we're all in kind of the same thing. And a lot of people that I've like didn't really care for their content, I found out really liking them as people when I met them.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But yeah, no, I kind of agree with Stev. I used to like shit talk a lot of YouTubers, and then realizing maybe I shouldn't do that unless it's that guy with the glasses, because I will never stop talking shit about them.
You know what we should do?
I've heard he's really nice.
Who?
I've heard Doug's really, really nice. I've heard like conflicting info, but like because I actually met up with Sarah Ann Williams 2 days ago, the first. I've met up with her on New Year's. To eat some barbecue. But anyway, she's the voice of Jinx from League of Legends and
yeah.
And like Tifa in the Team 4 Stars Final Fantasy VII Abridge. And she's actually local from Indy. She's really she's a sweetheart, and she's like telling me about all these like little things where she's hanging out with YouTubers and voice actors. And like apparently she's a really big fan of Doug Walker. And like so when she got to meet him, like they chatted, and she was like, he's legitimately a really cool person. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I just heard a lot of horror stories about him too. You know,
just as long as you don't work with him.
Yeah, essentially.
I think also, yeah, that's another thing is like when you're working with people, it's like completely different from just hanging out with them, because like I know people from work, like at the restaurant I work at, like there's a difference between like working with them and then just like talking with them like on like a break or something, because it's like two totally different things. Like this, some people can just be really chill, but they're also really shitty workers, and like it's just like, God, why are you here? Why are you working? Please stop. You're making this job a lot harder than it needs to be. But then you talk with them, and they're like, oh, hey, they're not actually bad people.
Like in Community, the study group is known as like everyone hates them around the school. Like you realize that by like season 3 that everyone just kind of like avoids them and such. and it's funny because they're petty people, but they're also super relatable. They're petty in the small things that we do ourselves. But like if it's a terrible character that has no appealing traits, I don't know. Characters are really hard to write because like then you have like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, who like represents you don't watch TV shows for people that you like. You watch for TV shows that people are jerks. They're fun to watch, not people you'd be friends with. And Sheldon's like an example of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where like he's definitely entertaining in certain ways, but like you would not want to be his friend.
No,
So I don't know.
he's fun to laugh at.
Yeah, there's a definite disconnect between like characters you like watching and people you want to be around. It's like who wants to hang out with an actual tsundere? Like nobody
Me?
does. Pan, I'm kind of worried about you, and I really think you should see a psychologist about that.
Come on.
Or no, a better example. It's like the Joker. You know, he's a great villain and a great person to watch on like Batman and stuff. But I mean, like, I don't think you want to be in the same room as
I think it's safe to assume anyone that's a villain kind of automatically goes in the I'm probably not going to hang out.
Well,
I mean, if they're a pathetic villain, maybe.
Oh, that reminds me, that one episode, early 2000s, I watched like Cartoon Network like every day, and I watched all like the reruns so many times that I pretty much saw every single episode, but I still watched them anyway. But there was this one time on a Wednesday in the early 2000s when that episode played, and that episode did not premiere yet, and I was like, what is this? Where did this episode come from? Like, I don't remember this. That and some other episode also premiered, but they were playing that, and it got to the scene with the fish thing where Rolf brutally beats Eddy, and I thought that was really fucked up, and I was like, what episode was that? Like, that's the origin of a creepypasta. Just some weird, creepy episode that just no idea where it came from, but it later premiered, like, maybe a month later for some reason.
I remember that I kind of had a creepypasta incident. So you guys remember Face Up for when pretty much the show first premiered, my cousin comes over and says, hey, I've seen this show before. I was like, how could you see the show? It just came out. I recorded the first episode, like, they had like the special sneak peek preview now,
I mean,
Okay, yeah.
maybe it looks like another show that he probably watched years ago.
Could have been mistaken, to be fair. Phineas and Ferb kind of doesn't have the most, like, unique art style. I mean, I know that one character's got a triangle for a face and another one's got a square, but, like, it doesn't necessarily, like, pop out as, like, this most unique art style amongst all cartoons, you know?
I guess, yeah, whatchamacallit, one of my friends said she got the Disney ABC Saturday block mixed up with Kids WB.
Dumbass.
Oh, what?
So she was saying stuff like, like, because we were watching like cartoon intros and I think Emperor New School or something, and she was like, oh, I watched this on Kids WB. I was like, really? It was like, yeah, and Kim Possible. Like, what? What are you talking about?
Normie.
I was like, what are you talking about? This shit isn't owned by WB.
This is bullshit.
And then she said, oh, it might have been Disney ABC thing.
Disney XD.
I like Toon Disney better.
What a normie mistake.
Force A.
If I start reviews, can I be your nostalgia critic?
What would that entail?
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta.
Oh, wait,
cringe
Steph,
it up.
you do
calling you out.
Wait, Stev, you do Steven Universe recaps, right?
I do recaps, which are basically me kind of like going over the plot for the first like 30 seconds, and then I kind of just talk about what I thought about it. So it's
on my channel, I did something like that, and I was like, wait, am I copying this guy?
Nah, you're fine. I mean, I don't think anyone invented that.
I invented recapping.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I love when I see that. Like, you're a ripoff basically because you have somewhat the same editing style. It's all like, if I'm not directly, using clips from the review, I don't think I'm a ripoff.
Just reply with the word K.
It's not a word, it's a fucking letter.
I mean, if the letter A can be a word, I mean, we can make K into a word.
Only if it's followed by a period.
Yeah.
Okay. Just okay. But I love seeing that like on anything. It's all like, you're just a ripoff of this person because you guys both use this sort of font. It's like, okay, like.
Oh no, it's great because like I just got done animating and doing post effects for the completionist music video. He's starting up his own band with Nate Wants a Battle, Satchel, and Alex from the Decks, and they have a boy band villains thing where like it's Ganondorf, Bowser, Sephiroth, and Eggman, Robotnik, which those do not fit in the boy band category as far as I'm concerned, but.
They are very good. I consider them boy band material because they're very hot, very attractive characters. 10 out of 10. Good job, good chip.
But like their music is different from Starbomb, but because they are a band singing about video game oriented stuff, they automatically 90% of the comments is like, well, this is like Starbomb, but worse.
What the fuck?
Dictionary, turn into mastermind. You'll see a picture of me with my other pros in line. I'll burn your village and I won't even look behind. I need not be kind.
You know why?
I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm very, very sorry for your loss.
Well,
Yeah, it's like-
of course that's gonna happen.
Yeah, even though Aaron in the first track on the album basically announces that, so like it's not like it's a ripoff. They have their friend's blessing.
I didn't think Starbomb was the inventor of animated music videos online.
I know, whatever happened to Elite Street Boys?
Yeah.
Or,
I need
Or
my
against that.
cosplay girlfriend.
Oh wait,
Like-
do you guys remember the console songs?
You
Like-
mean by the guys who did I'm Blue and
Yeah, it was like it was like the Xbox 360 one, and it was in the kind of the beat of 99 Left Balloons and PS3 that how'd you kill your brand song.
I know. Okay, I never heard those. I thought you were talking about Eiffel something's PlayStation
Oh.
song for PS1.
Jack and Fred, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Gran Turismo, MakBot, Bloody Raw, X-Files, all over the world. Come on, Red Racer.
I mean, Lead Street Boys. I think that's as good as it's ever gonna get on the internet. That's the best.
I don't even think it's the first, but it's like one of the older ones I could think of. And then there's also Blento, whatever the floss guy is, the one.
What about
the What If had lyrics?
Oh, that's Brental Floss.
Yeah, there we go.
There's also crap. I just keep thinking my cosplaying girlfriend. She makes me squee, or I don't remember the lyrics.
She's
Jay-
so kawaii, and I try so hard to make her squeak.
Emo
or
like
Jake-
Sasuke.
or JT Machinima. They make video gaming songs.
What about your favorite Martian?
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you go on
Yeah,
like the
that's
YouTube
done.
channel for your favorite Martian, like, and they retitled the YouTube channel as "This project is canceled."
Yeah. Well, because that
Wait,
one's
really?
odd.
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, what happened was Maker wanted to own the rights to Equals 3. And like literally just own the rights to what Ray William Johnson was doing. And Ray was like, no. And they're like, well, you can either do this or leave the network. And so he fought for his channel to be taken out. And like he got the channel. They did never release his CPM though. Like the money he made off the channel, they kept.
Wow.
And then all his other projects, because he couldn't get that one out because that was partially funded and partially owned by Maker. So that was just kind of decided, all right, that just stays there, just be dead. They obviously didn't take down the videos because they still make money from people stumbling upon them.
That's so
And then-
sleazy.
Oh no, the best part is that Ray moved to Blip.tv. Like he signed a deal with them to be exclusive content creator for that. Guess who bought Blip?
Maker.
Maker bought Blip.
Oh.
So then they owned him again.
There's no escape. It's like 12 years a slave. Oh god.
And then, of course, Maker ran Blip to the ground.
And now doesn't Maker own like something else? Or wait, does Disney own Maker?
Disney owns Maker, yeah.
Jeez. This is a fucking mess. It's like they sunk the ship with the captain in it. Good god.
Yeah.
They were bent on just like finding him and just like owning whatever he runs to.
Well, because like some people don't realize no one actually reads the contracts of their YouTube networks, but like sub networks try to own your channel.
Yeah.
So like Daily Grace had to leave her channel. She dropped it, and now they have like random people
Running her channel?
uploading. Yeah, well, at first they were just re-uploading old videos because people can't tell the difference and assume they were new. And so that kept the channel alive for a bit, because you got to remember, a lot of people who are young jump into the channel. Like, you don't keep all, like, you know, you're at 200,000, I'm at 150,000. We don't have that consistently same 200, you know, the 150,000 people watching each video. Some people stop watching YouTube, you know, whatever. And a lot of your views come from searches. It's not from subscriptions. A lot of people have that like wrong mistake of thinking that.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the new people are just new subscribers and rewatching it. It's all new content to them. And when they ran out of those, or people start realizing it, they just hired someone new to be the spokesperson for the channel. And if you look, the views have like dropped significantly since then.
Wow, that's really sleazy. I mean, with Frederator, they say in the contract, like, you own pretty much everything. Like, they have no control over me or anything. So, you know, yeah. I'm safe.
Pan has to say good things about Frederator just in case, you know, they're gonna
fucking kill me in my sleep.
They're gonna break his legs.
Yeah, I'm wondering though if that's what happened to the Fred channel, because I was like one day, what happened to Fred? So I went over to his channel, and now apparently all these random people just upload to his channel because that's what. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm assuming.
No, that happened was Fred sold his channel because it was a big channel.
I thought you were going to say Fred sold his soul for a minute.
Oh.
No, what happened was
a long time ago.
He like after the TV channel, you know, or the whatever, his thing started tanking. I think he realized it was time to cash in, so he just sold his channel to someone else. And like I think it was a pretty decent amount of money, and now they just use that channel's already established fan base, though it doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So
okay, so I'm looking on his channel, and now it's like these little kids doing things, and an animation, the substitutes. So yeah, they pretty much bought his channel and and used it as just like a dumping ground for other content that's not related to Fred whatsoever. It's really, this is so, I don't know. This is just wrong.
It's like. It looks like PBS, kind of.
Yeah, this looks like a PBS channel, like a public access channel of just crap being dumped on someone else's shit. Like, wow. This is depressing. Like, the era of Fred is over. Like, I thought things were looking up after the Nickelodeon TV series, you know?
Well, it was shit.
Well, come on. He had dreams.
He had dreams.
I mean, like, where's Fred now? What's he doing?
He runs a vlogging channel.
Hang on. Does he use his real voice and it's super deep?
No, it's not. It's really high pitched still.
Oh man.
No wait. Apparently, like he came out as gay, and then everybody was like, "Oh, really?"
Don't act like that was a surprise. Come on.
Everybody was like, I like how everybody was like, "Wow!" Like everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody was just so like, well, we knew that shit.
What the hell? Denture time? I'm looking on Fred's channel. What the hell is this Denture time? It's like some old men dressed as Adventure Time characters running around. Yeah, it does feel like public access TV. Like, I'm pretty sure these guys have never watched Adventure Time. Oh, and there's like a Jesus in the background.
Was this a Christian network?
I think so.
Like church or something?
What is the final Fred video before he just left? Like, it's over. Like,
it was like Fred got kidnapped by these people, and he called for Lucas, his creator, to help him. And he said that he was forced to do a lot of dumb things, like make a stupid show for Nickelodeon.
Oh.
And yeah, he didn't like the Nickelodeon show that much.
Gee, what a surprise.
And yeah, so then Lucas had to rescue him. And then Lucas, when he's rescued, Fred was like, "Are we going to make more videos?" And Lucas is like, "No, I'm sorry. It's time for me to move on."
No.
Yeah. And then he just walks away.
This can't be the end. It's over.
I think he did a Fred video on his vlogging channel, but I haven't watched it yet.
I mean, if they did do that, they'd probably take it down for copyright reasons. Like, we own Fred. You can't do this.
I'm subscribed to his vlogging channel. I just mainly look at it just to see, like, what is he up to? And he mostly does the clickbaity stuff, like trying out different kisses with my boyfriend, or playing pranks on my mom, or something like that,
or top 5 sites that'll give your computer a virus.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's real clickbaity, but yeah,
My favorite
Fred video.
my favorite clickbait is the like, oh, they never thought they could have this until they did this. Like little things where it's like, you wouldn't believe what he found when he found a doorway to an extra room in his home.
or the top 10 worst boob jobs in Hollywood history.
Oh no, I like it when there's like a paranormal video and it's always like a random image of something and there's always just like a red circle or an arrow pointing to nothing.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Oh, it drives me crazy.
Like I'm looking at the YouTube thumbnails, like what is that? But if I click on that, they win.
No, but even worse, it's when it's like something that's blatantly there and they circle it anyway, and you're just like, oh my god, I know it's fucking there.
Yeah.
Or like a Watch Mojo video or something.
Oh man, Watch Mojo is like the blandest form of entertainment. Like
But
no
it's so
personality.
popular.
It's like there's no personality. They play it safe. I think they do voting on their Facebook, and that's how they determine countdowns. I think there was a top 10 anime TV shows, and Cowboy Bebop lost to like Bleach and some other shitty shonen.
It was
animes.
sandwiched between Naruto and Bleach.
Ooh.
I remember there was a top 10 worst Disney cartoons, and Gravity Falls was on that list, and everybody just flipped their shit at that video.
Like how they determine that vote.
On the anime video, real quick though, it's okay because number one was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the superior Full Metal Alchemist show. So, suck my dick.
Crap! Now I forgot which Watch Mojo video I was going to talk about.
This is just the epic roast of YouTube channels. fuck Fred. Fuck everything Martian. Fuck goddamn Watch Mojo.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
If we're gonna roast things, I want to mention, and I realized this, and I was like, oh wow, that's really. But being Puppycat had no new episodes released to the public in 2015.
Fuck Frederator. Fuck B. Fuck Puppycat.
Wait, hold on. There's somebody at the door.
Oh fuck.
It's Fred Cyber.
Oh fuck.
Oh, shit. It's here to take everything from Pan.
Shit. Fuck.
Zoink.
Gotta delete all the Bee and Puppycat porn. Oh god.
No.
You can't delete it all, Pan. You can't delete it all.
It's in one folder. I can do it.
You have 2 terabytes of Being Puppycat porn. 2.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's gonna take like 2 days to delete. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work.
God, yeah.
Probably blow up your computer, Pan. Blow it.
Smash it.
Just get a bunch of magnets, rub it against the thing. They'll never find it.
Oh no, I just thought it was odd there was no new episodes because it's weird because at least 2 have been done in production and released to Kickstarter backers, but it was never released. And I thought it was going to get released in December because that's when the CPM is the highest.
Yeah, and we're just, I don't know, like they had it done like months ago, but I guess maybe they're waiting for all the episodes to be finished. Otherwise, they'll just play 2 episodes and they're like, well, we got nothing. Time for more 107 Facts videos.
No, wait, have they done 107 facts about being Puppycat?
I'm pretty sure they
so.
did.
Yeah.
Facts about being Puppycat. Fact number 1, this show takes fucking forever to make.
Hey.
Fact number 2.
Welcome to animation.
Fact number 2, and not because we're working hard on it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, from what it sounds like they are, like a lot of the issues I heard was mostly due to like overseas. They chose like a really cheap production company for like the animation. And so like they get a lot of stuff they have to send back. What's up?
Is this show even long enough to have 107 facts and be like, what? Okay, fact number 3, the show exists.
Well, to be fair, they do have the creator working in their studio, so they can easily. All right, just list like 112 facts. We'll choose a couple, leave out a few.
Okay. Fact number 4. There's a character named B in this show. Fact number 2. There's a character named Puppycat.
Oh my god. Okay. I know they did a Bravest Warriors 107 Facts, which we make fun of 107 Facts videos a lot, but there's some of them that are actually really good, like the one for The Good Dinosaur, discussing all the development hell that it went through. But for like their own TV show, the Bravest Warriors, like it was a bunch of stupid obvious crap. Like you guys work on this. You should know more, or something interesting.
You should give us the coolest stuff. Like. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, so all right, so you know that Pop-Up Girl like a special features thing on the Pop-Up Girls Complete series thing.
You mean the documentary on the making of?
Yeah, That's like if Craig McCracken just didn't know what to say. Like, I don't know, Pop-Up Girls was cool.
Hey, if you look in the background, that's a drawing of me and my wife right there.
Yeah, that's
If you look at this scene where a bunch of young girls are idolizing figures in a magazine, that's us.
Oh yeah, yeah. The slumber party episode.
Yeah, we decided to include that because the team was running really low on morale. So we figured, hey, what if little girls thought it was hot?
Yeah, out of context, that could seem a little weird. Okay, because for those who don't know, in an episode of Powerpuff Girls where there was a slumber party and Mojo Jojo sneaks in, all the girls decide to look at these teen bopper magazines, and when they're looking through them, there's drawings of these men that they're idolizing, and that's really just cameos of the show's creators drawing as cartoons, and it's a little weird that these 5-year-old girls are idolizing these grown men like that.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's both a fun little Easter egg, but in retrospect, it gets kind of like,
Yeah,
but I mean, isn't that what like girls do at sleepovers? They like go into their teen magazines and just like, oh, I want to marry this celebrity or something like that, you know?
Who's your
I
favorite?
think it's a little different when like the teen celebrity that you're idolizing is a teenager.
Oh, yeah, these are grown ass men.
It's like no, and it's like, hey, like no girl would do that. It's like, hey, who's your favorite storyboard artist on Powerpuff Girls? Oh yeah, James McDoopy. He's my favorite cleanup artist on Bob's Burgers.
You guys, like, I showed my little cousin like who made Pop-Up Girls because she was like such a fanatic of it, and then like when I showed her, she never wanted to watch it again because he said the man who made it looked scary.
Oh,
My favorite thing is that like so many people, because of My Little Pony came out, think that like retroactively they just assume Lauren Foss created like all of Craig McCracken stuff.
No, wait, you know what the Craig McCracken thing reminds me of? Like the Giving Tree, like the guy in the back.
how so?
Like, okay, the guy in the back of the book is like creepy.
Oh yeah. That always, yeah. The guy was not very photogenic. If you read the book The Giving Tree, the author,
He looks like a murderer.
Oh my god, let me see the author again.
It looks like a mugshot.
It's like, that's how he looks. Look at that photo looks like, oh, don't take my fucking photo.
He looks like okay, if any of you fuckers I think parents like use this to scare their kids. Like, okay, if any fuckers fuck up, he's gonna come into this house, he's gonna kill you.
That guy was pissed.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll include a photo of the Giving Tree guy in the top left corner.
What if he like meet the offer kind of thing, and then like a whole bunch of kids like this book, and then like none of them want to meet him. Like, meet the offer of the Giving Tree. He's just like,
why does no one want to meet me?
He looks kind of like Hitman a little bit. Just take away the beard.
He looks like a Hitman. He doesn't look like the Hitman.
Just take away the beard. Like, no, he looks like a pirate kind of.
I mean, there's I don't know which one's actually on the back of the book, but like there's a handful of pictures of him, and there's some it's like, okay, there's one like with him kneeling, and he looks kind of nice, like he's well established in nature. But then, like, there is one where he's just kind of like,
that's the
like
one.
Okay, that's the one's on the back of the book. Which is,
yes.
Wait, what's up with this picture?
Is that Tracy Morgan?
Yeah, well, what's up with that picture?
I'm gonna read you The Giving Tree.
The Giving Tree was apparently a really sad book or something.
Yeah.
The tree just gave too much, and then the guy just completely fucked her over.
Yeah, it's just this asshole kid just mooching off the Giving Tree, and just like until the point of the Giving Tree is just the stump on the floor, and then the guy is grown up as an adult. It's like, I'm sorry, Giving Tree, I'll sit on your stump now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No. He just keeps taking anyway. He's just like, I'm old. My bones are like really brittle. Can I just sit on your face.
Are you into face sitting giving trees?
Is there any humanized version, like fan art, like anime humanized fan art of the Giving Tree?
There's only one way to find out.
Oh man, I gotta see this, please. Like there has to be like this quadriplegic girl shipped with this man, and that's supposed to represent the Giving Tree.
That's fucked up. Somebody draw that.
Yeah, it's fucked
Is there any Giving Tree roleplay for?
Oh my god, come on.
Out of curiosity, Pan, was there any other news that you wanted to talk about?
Shit, okay, let's see.
We got derailed with
Because so far your news has been like
a guy got arrested.
Charlie Brown got arrested, and what are our favorite 2015 things, which is actually news, just to clarify. That's more of an opinion piece, but okay.
I couldn't find that much news. Let's see. No, damn it.
Because I do have a topic.
Couldn't find any anime-inspired Giving Tree fan art. But what's your topic?
All right, so apparently this is old news, but it just got brought to the not like Twitter and such. But anyone familiar with MakBot?
MakBot?
MakBot. It's a YouTube channel. It has kind of, in my personal opinion, not so attractive animations. Like I've seen them. It's mostly parody work. It uses like the same mouth for like every character. It did a lot of Game Grumps animated. But anyways, apparently the guy animated something for Syndicate. Mm-hmm. I think is a big YouTuber. I never heard of him until this article. And apparently he animated something for Syndicate's channel. It was like an advert or something. And the agreement was he would do it for free, but like his channel would be promoted on that video in the description and in the video itself, and that there would be no monetization of the video. Uh-huh. And then, of course, the video goes up, there's monetization on the video, and there's no link back to MakBot's original channel. And so, like, he goes on Twitter to, like, bash Syndicate. And so, like, this happened, like, 4 months ago, but apparently he remade another video, and it's gotten, like, 500,000 views in, like, within, like, 5 days. And because a lot of bigger YouTubers are starting to jump into the fray, like Total Biscuit. And one of the guys from Epic Mealtime, uh-huh. I guess, is that still a thing? But I don't know, the guy's posted. And so it's like this big fiasco, and the more you read into it, the more you find out that apparently MakBot didn't actually talk to Syndicate. In the first place, he talked to a third-party person who was orchestrating the deal, and Syndicate thought that he was getting paid. But then Syndicate was just like, when he attacked Syndicate, he's like, hey, well, you did this. You need to either remove monetization or pay me. And then, Syndicate's like, I'll pay you $50 for it. It's like a 4-minute long. Yeah, I know. It's a 4-minute long video, and it had like enough to where he probably made like 12,000 off the, not 12,000, but 1,200 off the video. And so $50 is like, ridiculous, especially with the guy. I think he has like 10 million subscribers. So it's just he's not hurting for money. And so essentially, at one point he was like, I will give you either $100 or I'll give you nothing. You have 10 seconds to respond. If you don't agree to this terms, you get nothing. What the fuck? And so in the video, he's like showcasing like all the things Syndicate said to him, and like all Syndicate had to do was, if this situation was a third party person orchestrate the deal and didn't pay the guy, Syndicate all he had to do was like, hey, here's $300. Thanks for it. Sorry about that. And then he would have, PR wise, he would have came out awesome. Instead, he's being like a total douche about the situation. And so right now it's kind of like this. There's a lot of like YouTube channels that make like the, blowing the drama out of proportion for the sake of getting clickbait views. And then like the thing that I thought was kind of disgusting was I'm seeing a bunch of like bigger YouTubers come out of the woodworks and be like, I'll hire MakBot. Like they're trying to make like maybe this is me speculating, and I don't know these people for sure, but like I feel like these people who had no interest in hiring this animator before, out of nowhere, it's like he's getting a bunch of job offers to animate for their channel, and it's like, do you guys really want his stuff, or are you just like doing the good guy thing for the PR out of it? Oh man, the guy from Epic Mealtime wants to pay the guy a fair wage to animate. That guy's cool,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know though, that speculation like that might not be a good thing to post, but
what's so MakBot, like making?
No, just MakBot.
MakBot.
MAK. But yeah,
MakBot.
I mean, in particular, I just wanted what you guys' opinions are. I didn't really think like my speculation, me specifying, and didn't like aside from mentioning Epic Mealtime in particular, who just happens to be the biggest YouTube channel I saw there. That doesn't really like make me a bad person for being like, hey, this might be what they're doing. I just know that a lot of times in situations like this, that's usually what people are kind of doing. It's like you can see like me, Joltoid, and everyone kind of making comments, and some of us are animators throwing in our own perspective. You know, it's not every day that you get like an awesome client who pays you a fair wage, especially on YouTube, where animated videos just make less.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if that really did happen, like a third party came to him, like, who's that third party and why?
There's just a bunch of them. There was a lot of them like reaching out to him on Twitter. Some commenting on the video. By the way, the video in question is like a separate video. Like it's not on his channel. He made like a second one. It's harder to find, I think. Let me just search Syndicate MakBot. I'm seeing more of the drama things happening than the actual original video, which just shows the thing. But there's like a lot of debates and other things. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it just shows that like YouTube is kind of like not YouTube, but like animators are usually treated the worst when it comes to our work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no one values it.
Yeah. Well, in general, animation is just like someone's stepping stool. Like no one, a lot of people don't respect or understand animation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like, the Total Biscuit made the best post, and I made this really long one about like, all right, for anyone that wants to jump into animation on YouTube, his first thing was like, don't.
Wow.
And I mean, it's not bad advice. There's really not a lot of money into it. There's not a lot of people who are willing to pay you what the time and effort you have to put into it. And if you want to make your own channel, unless you're able to pump out 2 or 3 videos a week and all the videos get a huge amount of views, you're not going to make your money back, for the time. Most YouTube animators make less than like McDonald's wages,
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Even as I'm not an animator, but as a commission artist, like my art, I do charge fairly cheap, all things considered. And like depending on what I do and how much effort I put into it, I sometimes make below minimum wage. So yeah, it's but that's only because people wouldn't pay me more for a minimum wage job for what I do. So it's kind of like you gotta give and take, gotta set the right payment for yourself, learn what jobs to take, when to charge extra, etc.
Animation's fucked.
So like a lot of things are happening. Like even Studio Yada is moving on to bigger things. They're working on something for television compared to working on mostly like Starbomb music videos. I mean, you got Frederator, who was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make internet cartoons for adults, and now they're like BuzzFeed videos. And even in their emails they send us, it's like, well, don't make just animations. Make live streams of you playing video games, and make Pokemon parodies. That's your success for YouTube. And it's it's not bad advice. It's just really disheartening to hear.
Yeah. No, I get you.
I also feel really bad because I feel like every time I'm on this podcast, when we start talking about serious stuff like YouTube animation, it gets really depressing.
That's because it is depressing.
Yeah.
I hope people are going to be like, man, that Stev guy keeps bringing down the vibes.
The closest thing we have to like actual, like somewhat successful internet animation is Netflix with their original programming. I mean,
yeah, but that's tricky because that doesn't even feel like internet animation.
Yeah,
because
I mean, it's TV budget.
I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about being Puppycat or Bravest Warriors, which also has a TV budget for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe something eventually is going to change where this is going to be sustainable, like something like Channel Cartoon Hangover, where they can actually produce animation online.
Yeah, well, like, I think the good news is with the MakBot thing's just a stupid situation. First off, get everything in writing. If you're doing like a big animation for something that's longer than 30 seconds, you should probably get contract work for 30 seconds as well. But you know what I mean? Like, if it's going to be such a big thing where it's going to take you a couple months, you should get some writing in there. And also, you should probably get paid for it. I don't understand the, like, hey, I'll do it for exposure, because, exposure is nothing. It means literally nothing.
Yeah.
Cool, I got a couple of followers, but having a big YouTube following doesn't necessarily always mean that you have, like, you're rolling in the dough. You know what I mean? Most time, YouTuber followings are really young, don't have their own bank accounts, so merch sales might not be as dramatic as you want it to be. Like, everyone I know that's bigger, they're like, "Oh, so you must be selling a lot of shirts." I'm like, "Oh, we make enough to keep putting up shirts." But not like, they're not like making house payments on it or anything like that.
No, I mean, I don't rely on shirt sales for to live off of, just the YouTube itself.
Mm-hmm. I don't even make enough off YouTube to live off of my stuff.
I mean, I live at my parents' house, so I don't have to pay rent or anything, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of us actually have, a job.
Hey, me watching a bunch of cartoons and talking about them, that's a job.
That sounds like a job to me.
It's the new age.
Me and Nolan and I think Stev, we all have real jobs.
Stev is a fucking animator, dude.
Oh.
That's the reason, like, we got you, is because you're a fucking animator.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Stev was like a millionaire.
And he's also charismatic, and I like him a lot. He's cool.
I thought Stev lived in his penthouse, just looking over the city as he's drinking his expensive liquor.
Is that true, Stev? Is that what you do?
I my Patron.
Yeah, Patron.
Do you have a very, like, a silk robe with your initials in them?
I don't. I actually my mom bought me pajama pants for Christmas, and I really enjoyed those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I live decently. Like, I'm happy where I am in my life. I'm 25, about to turn 26 in, like, 2 or 3 weeks.
Can we come?
It's the 22nd.
Can we come to your birthday party?
Yeah, everyone's invited. Everyone.
Oh, awesome. There's gonna be Pintail and the donkey.
It's gonna be Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
And bring a kid, though. I need you to bring a kid so we can get it.
Bring your tokens.
You need to have a kid.
Yeah, that's true. Like, my friend who was like 17 at the time, she went with her older brother, I think, and she was 17 at the time, and they couldn't let her leave because her brother left the building. So she was trapped there as a 17-year-old or 16-year-old around there.
Oh, wow. I know they sell alcohol there, though.
Whoa.
Like, Chuck E. Cheese has a bar. Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese serves beer, yeah.
Damn, because I remember looking on YouTube and looking up Chuck E. Cheese fights, and there were a ton of them, and a lot of people attribute that to the alcohol that they served.
Chuck E. Cheese fight? How does that even become, like, a topic? Like,
but if you guys watch the Comedy Central show at midnight, there was a segment where that was called Chuck E. Cheese or Jail. And what they did is they compared the Yelp reviews of Chuck E. Cheese and Jail, and, like, they didn't tell you what it was when they were reading them. And, they had the contestants say which one was this, Chuck E. Cheese or Jail?
I am going to read you excerpts from some reviews, and for 250 points, you have to tell me if the Yelper is talking about Chuck E. Cheese or Jail. Here's the next one. The human herding and industrialization you have created could be compared to a Nazi concentration camp. Yes, Eliza.
Oof. I'm gonna go with Jail.
That's a Chuck E. Cheese! That's a Chuck E. Cheese!
Oh, yeah. I know that. I've been to that Chuck E. Cheese.
I like the fact that you can Yelp review jail cell.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a choice what prison you get sent to?
I will only go to 4 stars or higher, officer.
why do you feel like a pirate?
Trying to be fancy, man. I don't know.
Do pirates only get sent to jail nowadays? That way we don't see many of them.
Pirate voice is more like these.
Why did you just think Chuck E. Cheese fights?
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of videos of Chuck E. Cheese fights. Haven't you ever looked it up?
No.
It never came to my mind. Like, Chuck E. Cheese fight.
Yeah. So, hey, you ever watch Arrested Development where, like, George Sr. films the boys fighting as kids and sells the VHS as boy fights.
You know, like when the game's there, it's like a little photo booth, but instead you like get your face drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like that's one of my souvenirs, and that reminds me like I went to a photo booth all by myself one time. I got like 4 of those photo things, but I was by myself.
That's depressing. Who goes to a photo booth? Who goes to a photo booth by themselves?
Yeah, it's kind of a.
That's
kind of a.
It's like, come on, that's sad. Going to a photo booth, one person.
Yeah.
That's sad. What's the point?
No wait. It starts out with one person, and then like halfway through, they just leave.
I mean, you could have like a clown car type of situation with a phone booth. Like shove as many people inside and see what'll happen. Nothing, but it'll be fun. Speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, did anyone see the new Alvin and the Chipmunks movie? The Chimple, the sequel,
the Road Chip,
the Road Chip.
Yeah, Road Chip.
I don't remember the subtitles.
Oh, I went to go see it.
How was it?
Why do you sound so proud of that fact?
Well, okay, like I was really confused. Like, okay, I didn't get there was like lots of like space battles and laser blasters and.
We're doing this.
I don't get it. Like
you saw Star Wars.
Get it? You watched Star Wars. You fuck.
Like no.
So did you see Chuck E. Cheese or not?
Do you mean Alvin?
They're all fucking rodents.
This Christmas.
Let's roll.
There's more monk.
This is my Giselle.
In the trunk.
Some pizza from Golden Corral.
Oh yeah.
Golden Corral is like is a very, I mean, the food's good, but the people that go there, it's people of Walmart quality.
What, country bumpkin kind of people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, if you go there, I'm pretty sure you'd see like people with like conservative flag. What do you call those? Are they the conservative flags?
Oh wait, Confederate flags.
Confederate flags. Yeah. Well, same thing.
I'm from like Kentucky, and so like I'm immediately don't even know what you're talking about. That's awful. I should know these things.
It's very not the classiest place there.
Even though my family loves that place.
Oh yeah, I mean my family used to love that place, but they just got disgusted by all the people. Like it's the Walmart of buffets.
You want to know something funny? In Nebraska, like around where my grandpa lives. Okay, he lives by a Walmart and all these things. And right next to the Walmart is a Golden Corral.
Yeah. Oh, right where it belongs.
I remember one time, me and my cousins, we went to Golden Corral and we saw a dude walking out, and he had like a full walk going on. Like he looked full as fuck. He looked like he was about to tip over.
That's where you look. I mean, they have a lot of good food there. Like you should be full by the time you leave.
Wait, are we recording or no?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, but like, you guys want to get into the questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do this thing.
Ooh, okay, let's see. All right, questions. If anybody has a question, be sure to start out with the word question so it's easier to find. Now, our first question is, all right, XOX Band says, question, who is a better squid? Callie or Marie from Splatoon?
I'm sorry, I don't play shitty baby games.
What the fuck?
Hey!
Don't insult my wife like that.
Yeah.
I want someone to draw like a comic of like an angry Stev saying,
hey, you stop it with your calls as duty.
Don't be mean to my squid sisters.
I'm sorry, I just don't like Call of Duty ripoffs.
Splatoon is a good game. It's
there's no kill streaks in that game.
Call of Duty is a good game.
Yeah, Call of Duty is a good game.
Just like, you know what I call internet says.
I call Call of Duty Call of Booty.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just love it when games look like fucking McDonald's commercials.
I call it Cockaduki Blackhawks.
No, wait. When Black Ops came out, like people were calling it Black Cops, and then I saw a post that Call of Duty.
No, I was calling it Black Cocks. That was a better game.
Well, like Call of Duty because like if you watch Family Matters, like Dad on there.
Oh yeah, the cop that was in everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why that one actor was a cop in Die Hard, Family Matters, and I think of one of the vacation movies, Christmas Vacation.
Well, aren't those all connected?
I think so. I think it could be the same guy. Like this is the expanded universe, and he just gets himself into all these other films.
Wasn't Urkel in the Die Hard video game?
I wish.
No, I think he was because I remember like an AVG episode.
No, that was a joke. AVG, that was a joke, but I wish he was. But I was playing Die Hard on the GameCubes. I think it was Die Hard Vengeance, and like they couldn't get Bruce Willis in the game. Sadly, they got some random guy who looks nothing like Bruce Willis, but they did get Carl Winslow. No, wait, that's a different black cop. Fuck. They got the same cop from the movie, so that's something. They got that one actor that no one really cared about. It's kind of like the Fight Club video game. Anyone play Fight Club the game?
Oh wait, and that didn't it have like an alien or something?
An alien?
Like, did you fight like a monster or some sort? Like a
I don't know. I never got that far in the game. But yeah. Obviously, they couldn't afford to get Brad Pitt and Edward Norton in this game, but they got Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Yeah, they got Meatloaf in the game. And Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit. He's a playable character, Fred Durst. New metal. Remember new metal? The best kind of metal? New metal. Huh?
You know, this was a question. This was a question about Splatoon.
Look, come on. Fight Club the game is like the greatest.
Real quickly.
Fight Club the game is like the greatest movie tie-in game ever since E.T.
Like, you didn't even try to stay on topic.
Come on. I mean, you have to bring up like Fight Club the game at one point. Like, but yeah, going back to Splatoon. Callie or Marie, the Squid Sisters. I like Callie because she's not a fucking asshole like Marie. Like, if you never played Splatoon, like, there's these two announcer ladies, and they're the Squid Sisters, and Marie's just this fucking bitch who just belittles Callie's optimism every time. And, like, normally I like tsunderes and girls who are angry and want to beat me up, but, like, Marie's just an asshole. Like, I could kick her ass.
I just love the description of, I like girls that beat me up.
Look, some of us have our kinks, and mine is just being beat up by a girl, so, you know, and edgy, angry girls who can, like, burn me with a cigarette.
I don't kink shame.
Yeah,
I'm totally cool with it. I just thought it was a very funny description of what you want.
Yeah, but Marie's a fucking asshole. Like,
I know there's like there was one where it was like it was, I think, science versus artist, and artist, like, I think won, and then like the little like dialogue between the two, it was like, haha, artist won, and the other one's like, well, science was actually doing jobs unlike artists or something, and it was like low blow, like, you know, like at least the scientists were doing jobs and not playing video games like the artists or something. That was like, oh wow.
Oh wait, that was like in a thing where who's Reggie? Yeah, the dude who made Nintendo.
Reggie did not make Nintendo.
Not made. Well, CEO. Yeah, Reggie, and he was playing the Smash thing with like one of like the best Smash player in the world. I think he like lost, and then like the guy was like, "Wow, Reggie, I thought you know, you'd be better at this since, you know, you're like, you know, the CEO of Nintendo." And then Reggie was all like, "Well, I'm, you know, running a company, and you're just playing video games." Sick burn, right?
What the fuck? It's like,
I love it when companies insult their fan bases.
There was that other time, like, it was like some panel for Smash Brothers, and someone, who's the main guy? Who's the guy who says, "Never ask me for anything again"?
Miyamoto?
No,
the Sakurai?
Sakurai, yeah. So Sakurai, the main guy for Smash Brothers, was doing a panel, and some nerd asked him a question and said, "Hey, you know, Smash Brothers is very unbalanced, and I was wondering, if I can beat you in a game of Smash Brothers, can I help? Can I be a consultant on the game?" And Sakurai just said, "Have you ever made a game?" Bitch.
Yeah.
That guy got fucking owned.
Well, I thought you were gonna go in the route of like the Miyazaki, where like there's all these like inspirational quotes where he's like critiquing anime, and like some of them are like true, where like he thinks that a lot of anime, like animation in general, is being made by animation fans who aren't looking at real life to create their animations. They're just copying the same thing over and over again. But then there's also like ones where they take it way out of line, where it's like, you guys sexualized my Kiki. Never talk to me about Kiki ever again.
Anime was a mistake.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Yeah. But next question, since Callie's the best squid. Jasinator, question for the podcast. Who are your favorite in-cartoon superheroes? And what I mean by that is the cartoons that have their own superheroes, like Crimson Chin and the Justice Friends from Dexter's Lab. Anyone got any?
Crash Nebula is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, well, Crash Nebula was going to get his own spin-off series. Like, if you remember Crash from the Fairly Odd Parents, that show that Timmy would always watch, they wanted to give him his own TV show. Like, there's an animated pilot available, but I don't know, Nickelodeon passed off on it, and I guess they went with Danny Phantom instead, since maybe it looked cheaper to animate. I don't know.
Danny Phantom was the better choice.
Here's a really good one. It's called Human Fist from Robot Boy.
Robot? No one watched Robot Boy.
Well, I mean, it was just a guy with a big ass fist, and pretty much he's the original One Punch Man.
The Fister. Well, there's also a Cockknocker from Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, played by Mark Hamill.
Any last words before I bust your balls, blunt man?
I can't think of any, fictional superhero. I mean, Quail Man.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's awful. I'm trying to think of ones. That's so much my favorite because I can't.
This isn't really a hero, but in Dan Versus, Dan would always watch this TV show called Population Control Johnny. Which I think maybe it's like a riff on Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, but I think that works.
Wait a minute. Let's kind of warp this question into your favorite cartoon, people idolized in cartoons.
Cartoon within another cartoon.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing that for an April Fool's video, pretend that these cartoons are real and make a top 10 of top 10 best TV shows ever, but they're TV shows within other TV shows, except that would be really hard to do since there's hardly any footage of all those.
Yeah.
Poop Dog?
Poop Dog. Was he from Invader Zim?
Yeah, Poop Dog, yeah.
He didn't have a TV show, he was just some fucking costume.
Well, yeah, he was their Scruff McGruff kind of guy.
Oh yeah, McGruff the Crime Hound, which the real McGruff the Crime Hound, he was arrested for having I believe a rocket launcher in the back of his truck.
Wait, a rocket launcher's illegal?
No, not in all states. Okay, so I knew that I was at a party and there's a Swedish guy telling us stories about how much he loves America in comparison because the first time he went into a store, someone was just had a gun. And he's like, "Are we going to get robbed?" And there's no. They explained to him that people are allowed to have guns, and so he did research into it, and he found out that he can get a grenade launcher without a permit or something. It was, he was like, "I can have all these." No way, the government won't take it away.
This dude is the next Grand Theft Auto protagonist.
Oh wait. Let me read McGruff the Crime Hound's crime news report. It says, the sentencing on Monday followed a guilty plea 3 years after police seized 1,000 marijuana plants, 27 weapons, including a grenade launcher, and 900 rounds of ammunition from Mr. Morales' home. Even he thought he was above the law. Just when you think you can't trust the cops anymore, McGruff fucks up too. It's over. There's no more good cops in the world.
Well, if it was a movie, he'd be getting a partner.
Oh.
A no-nonsense partner.
He'd be partnered with Cool Cat. They could work together. Cool Cat and McGruff the Crime Hound, they're both just assholes in costumes.
They could take down Smokey the Bear.
Oh yeah, Smokey needs to fucking die. I think Smokey's... Did anything bad happen to Smokey? I feel like something bad happened to him.
Well, as a kid, I thought it was only you can protect forest fires, not prevent. I Rugratsed it.
No, I remember it was only you can prevent forest fires, but yeah.
Right, but as a kid, I misheard it, and so I Rugratsed it, where they heard something and they start mispronouncing it.
That's how I talk.
I remember. When I was a kid, I thought it was Smokey's job to prevent the wildfires. I was
I always it seems like such a. It's just too much pressure to put on a kid. Only me. I have to be the one. No one else. Jeez, fuck off, Smokey.
Yeah,
Teen
but
Titans aren't around anymore.
yeah, no, but it was like I thought it was his job because I mean he's a bear.
Yeah.
He's also
You live in
he's
the
also
forest, Smokey. It's your job.
He's also a range.
Smoking pot. Smoker the bear. So we didn't answer that guy's question unless anyone can think of a superhero within another show.
How about Bionic Bunny?
That was a shitty ripoff of Batman or Superman. No, wait. Okay, there was Dark Bunny and Bionic Bunny. I remember now. But if we're talking about Arthur, you know what my favorite episode of Arthur was? The one where it goes, "I told you not to touch it," and he punches DW in the fucking face like she deserves it.
It didn't fly for 1 second. It's not my fault if you made a plane that can't fly.
I told you not to touch it!
Arthur Timothy Reed, come here.
Uh-oh. Middle name.
Does anyone remember this?
No.
Yeah.
No one remembers this shit.
I remember.
No, I remember. And then everybody was like, fucking Arthur, you piece of fucking human garbage. How fucking dare you punch your little sister, even though you have a good reason to.
Yeah, and the bigger bully kid came along and decided to punch Arthur. Like, yeah, prison rules. That's what you get for hitting a kid.
Wasn't like Binky his friend? It's like, dude, I gotta punch you. I gotta make this look good.
Binky was just this, I don't know, Binky's one of those bullies that they would hang around with, but when the script says so, that he was kind of the bully also. I don't
like Nelson from like Simpsons?
Yeah, they hang around Nelson, but other times he's just an asshole to everyone. Like, why do they hang around this guy?
No, wasn't like Binky like an idiot, and that's why they took pity on him.
Oh.
I think it was more just like he was written in originally as just a strictly bully, and then over time he just kind of like they softened him.
Yeah.
Just like Nelson, because Nelson was like Bart's like, you know, arch nemesis, and then like by now it's just like they easily hang out together.
Yeah. But also, like, they kind of got rid of those other bully kids that Nelson hung around with, those two twins that were shorter than him.
Yeah.
Next question. Game Space question. Do you have a favorite animation error in a TV show?
I do.
Which one?
Oh boy. Yeah, let's have Stev answer this one.
There's a Transformers, the original G1. There's this clip from one of the episodes. It's like this guy holding miniature versions of the Transformers, like they're shrunken, and they're like putting them in a spaceship, and there's a cat, but none of the layers are correct. So like they're like walking on top of what they're supposed to be entering in, and so like Optimus is like walking, and then immediately like a couple of frames just disappears, and the cat's not in the right thing. It's just awful. It's terrible. I love it.
If I can find a video of it, I'll put it in the description. But I know what you're talking about, and like it's layered wrong. Like there's supposed to be something in front of them, but this object is behind them, so their legs just cut off. They're just like their legs just fade out, but they're still walking forward in clear view. And it's just an absolute disaster. But
so good.
I mean, if someone did that now, I mean, you can easily fix it by just copy and pasting the object and putting a layer on top of the video. But back then, you're fucked.
Oh, it was so expensive to fix it. Like you just have to like pick and choose your battles, and a lot of times the higher ups are like, kids won't notice because it'll cost them, you know, hundreds of dollars to get it fixed, and they're already over budget. Yeah, leave it.
Yeah, I mean, like that happens a lot with animation. Like they do recuts or reshoots where they have to send something back to like Korea's like, yeah, can you fix this? Something doesn't add up. Or even worse is sometimes when they do bring something from Korea, they have the actors re-record their lines to sync up with the mouth movements that they got wrong. Ooh, that the animators got wrong, so they had to re-record certain lines. But
I know in Community they had a whole episode that was like G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah.
Like they animated it, and they got the animation back, but the lips were messed up. So or they re-recorded lines because they made funnier things. And so like they actually just like cut out the mouse and just in Photoshop each frame redid the mouth syncings to make it work.
I remember Futurama, the episode where they did all the different styles like 8-bit and old timey cartoon, and one was anime. And then I remember like Zoidberg was like talking, and then like they just stop. His mouth just stops, but he keeps talking. So like that's like the joke on the anime dub.
Futurama also did the G.I. Joe parody too. I don't know. I love when people do like 80s type parodies, like Futurama and Community, and I think also Panty and Stocking with their Transformers episode. But one animation error that really was very glaring to me is this one scene in Teen Titans, the TV movie Trouble in Tokyo. It's the scene where they're at an arcade and Starfire's playing like Guitar Hero, and in the background you see like Beast Boy, except he's colored differently. It's not even supposed to be Beast Boy, it's just supposed to be some random citizen of Japan, and he's just like, he has the same model as Beast Boy but colored with human skin and such. And that always bugged me, and I asked Brianne Juhard, she worked on the show, and she also did the comic Harpy G and Amethyst Princess of Gemworld, and she told me that like you can only do so many reshoots with animation, and we just left it in. Someone messed up the model sheets for what's a main character and what's a background character. That's why there's Beast Boy in the background, a Japanese Beast Boy.
It starts like from a perspective of like, from a production standpoint, you understand like, oh, remember how like in Ninja Turtles, half the time the colors were wrong. Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, it was too expensive to fix. But then you also have like Transformers where toys, like in the Transformers animated Bumblebee, and there was Wasp, who later became Waspinator. And the toy never got released, but they were going to release a Wasp because he's just a recolor of a Bumblebee anyways within the show. Like they're the same model, basically. But he has a different head. And a lot of times you'll get like the toy equivalent of those. And they're remolds because, you know, it saves money, but they don't actually redo the heads. So like Bumblebee or Wasp was going to come out with Bumblebee's head. He was just going to be green. And you get like the people like, well, it was the thing was we only were allowed to do one remold with a different head, and we chose another character instead. Sorry.
So they just gave up.
Yeah.
Oh man, but
one of my favorites. It's been reblogged a lot on Tumblr, but it's the Sonic Underground sequence. Where it's Sonic Underground in general, anything Sonic made by Deke can just be on this list because any animation they make is pretty much a mistake and not intended.
Like the whole show?
Yeah, they're all three of the Deke shows, all of them. But what I'm talking about specifically is like Knuckles is about to fall off a cliff, and he's like, oh, and like it looks like they just kind of like jittered his cell a bit and didn't even bother. And then Sonic just has this goofy looking grin on his face, and he's just like, oh, and he just leans forward. And then Knuckles falls over. And then it like the whole sequence is just like a complete clusterfuck. Steph, have you seen it?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm going to try to find it.
I mean, I'll find it in the soon. Well, when the video's up, but like I know what you're talking about.
Knuckles falls off the cliff, and Sonic grabs him. And then he pulls him back up, and then there's like, I think just this conversation, and then like, okay, the way the shot is set up, Knuckles is supposed to be off in the background a little bit, like he's a bit of a ways from Sonic, and Sonic is just standing in the foreground, but Sonic like throws his arm around Knuckles' shoulder like he's in the foreground, and then pulls him in and gives him a wink. So essentially what they did was like they pulled a background character to the foreground without like actually animating it, and it just looks so fucking bizarre.
Okay, I found it. It's from the episode Friend or Foe, 14. No,
it is the episode with Knuckles in it. Yeah. I think there's only like one or two.
I only know that episode because of the YouTube poops that people made back then.
Oh, I love that one too.
What happens is like a full-size Sonic standing directly next to a tiny Knuckles for some reason, and it just doesn't make any sense. It's just so terrible, this one sequence. Like they're holding, like there's a scene where they're holding hands and like they're on the same plane, but like it's so confusing. Like how'd they fuck up this bad?
Well, the best thing is Knuckles' hands are just circles.
Oh yeah, they're just circles with like cat ears. Oh my god, what is...
I'm watching this without sound so I can continue to. Oh my god. Okay. The best thing is just the like the circle. I don't know. It's like I don't know where Sonic's like laughing or something. That's what I'm getting from it, and then he falls over.
God damn. But yeah,
Sonic Underground was a treasure.
XLR, you had a thing for Scooby.
Oh yeah, that like any animation era from the old Scooby-Doo show. Like, I know it's old. I know like Scooby-Doo's old, like stuff is infamously bad, but god damn, like you wonder how like none of this stuff would be acceptable for today's quality. There'll be times in Scooby-Doo where like so well here's like a more recent like example. I'm gonna like link it in the chat for us.
Describe it for the people listening to this.
In the newer What's New Scooby-Doo show, I was watching a Christmas episode of it. Some of their faces look like Steven Universe faces when they're far away. You know how their faces look sometimes?
Oh yeah, just dots with and a line for a mouth.
It looks weird. It looks like wax figures pretty much.
They
like
just didn't give a shit when drawing it.
Yeah, and that's in the What's New Scooby-Doo, like the more recent one.
It sucks. So, you know, it's Scooby-Doo. It fucking
I mean,
sucks.
What's New Scooby-Doo wasn't that bad. I mean, like it's
all sucks.
You know what, Pan? You made that video saying, "Oh, Scooby-Doo's so great." You know, the
yeah,
one
like
with
one movie out of like 10 billion pieces of shit that they just dumped out.
Did you watch Mystery Incorporated?
Who gives a shit?
Well, it has lesbians in it.
Whoa!
No, I kid you not. Okay, so like they slowly develop Velma and like this girl that's basically it's got the voice actor that she's the actress that played the live action Velma. I can't remember her name, but in the show her nickname was Hot Dog Water because she was so poor that their family reused hot dog water. Well, they slowly become a lesbian couple because like the real plot of Mystery Incorporated is how Velma just can't date guys.
Fucking Shaggy chose a dog over her. That's fucked.
Oh,
that's my favorite line.
They're best friends, hetero life mates.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm pretty sure Shaggy wants to bone Scooby.
At the very end,
you ain't wrong.
Spoilers, I guess. It's an old show now, but like, there's a point where Hot Dog Water sacrifices her life, literally like stops the bad guys so Scooby and the gang can keep going forward in this cave, and like you just see like gunshots. You see like people with guns, and then you hear gunshots without seeing it, but you see Scooby and Velma turn away and look at her direction, and then look really sad and keep moving on. And then after it's all said and done, things get reset and such. All the gang goes to their families except for Velma, who goes to Hot Dog Water. Or Hot Dog Water is just like in Velma's bed, and like she gets up and they have to do something, and then Hot Dog Water just goes, "That's my girl."
Yeah, I mean, I never watched all the way through of Mystery Incorporated, but wasn't there something about how Scooby was a reincarnated demon?
No, Scooby was a reincarnated god, like from back in the day.
I mean, I don't remember that.
And that's why he can talk, and that's why the bird can talk and the other dog.
What the fuck?
Basically, I thought it was a really clever way of like making fun of the whole fact there's a bunch of Scooby-Doo clones. Because essentially it was a generation after generation. It was destined for 4 teenagers and a talking animal to solve mysteries because a evil demon lived underneath the world, like underneath Crystal Cove, that created the craziness that was happening. And like this was the gang that like was able to stop it.
It got weird.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, that was not the original ending that was like started.
What was the original ending?
And they never specified. They just know that there was people that started working on it from season 1, and different people worked on it from season 2.
Oh.
Well, actually, people actually died in the mix of like besides that girl, like pretty much everyone died.
Everyone died. Everyone did.
Yeah, everyone died.
Good.
Even Scooby-Doo almost died.
Good. Well,
yeah,
not good. I mean, almost. Come on.
The demon gets released and starts eating everyone for their life forces, and like there's these like at first it's like just background characters, and then it's like characters that are reoccurring and important to the plot, and like oh god, like it actually raised the stakes.
Whoops.
Yeah, and then
why was this cartoon so fucked up?
I know.
It was like, hey, look, let's make a Scooby-Doo show like no other Scooby-Doo show before.
Oh, even the gang started dying. Yeah, even the gang
Yay.
started. Pan, were you the evil person killing them all in the show?
I hope so. They need I'm tired of fucking Scooby-Doo. Did anyone see Be Cool Scooby-Doo?
Raising my hand.
I've seen 2 episodes.
I didn't watch it all. I only watched like a couple episodes in the Christmas episode.
Fucking sucks. Anyway,
it's good.
I didn't think it was awful. It's good. I think there's some like it's weird because they like Mystery Incorporated had the best Daphne we've ever had, where she actually has a personality and is charming. And then out of the 2 or 3 episodes I saw of Be Cool Scooby-Doo, all the other characters have like distinct personalities except for Daphne, who changes her gimmick every episode.
yeah, she's just a dumbass character. They kind of did to her what they did to Lola Bunny in the Looney Tunes show.
No, they gave Lola Bunny a personality.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, in Space Jam, she was generic, like
Oh, I should have said Space Jam then. Never mind. Wait, that's not really the same, but I mean,
she's generic.
The thing about Be Cool Scooby-Doo, it's just pretty much Scooby-Doo yet again, but more zanier humor and Daphne being stupid
and an uglier art style.
Yeah. Like if they didn't give it such a weird art style, nobody would complain, and they just watch this shit like any other shitty Scooby-Doo regurgitation.
There's some good Scooby-Doos.
Yeah, but they need to fucking stop while they did Mystery Incorporated. It's like, okay, we're done. Please, you did the best. Well, now it's time to just end it.
Well, the new straight for whatchamacallit, straight to video movies, those are good.
So I like Camp Scare.
Yeah.
Shit. All garbage.
All right, let's move on from Scooby-Doo. What's another question, Pan?
Okay, well, hang on, let me change up this person's question, but their question says, Scribble Powers, what's the worst YouTube video that you've ever seen? I mean, we already, I guess, answered that, didn't we, I guess, today? But,
We ranted about YouTube channels, so I don't know if that counts as...
Do you have, like, the worst YouTube video you've ever watched, ever?
Yeah, we already answered that. You're right.
Okay, well, I just wanted to change it up to this. Like, what are the elements to make the worst possible YouTube video?
Jump cuts.
Like,
no, there's people who do good jump cuts. I think the number one thing is got to be bad audio.
Yeah, I mean, people will put up with bad visuals mostly, but like for audio, like if they can't hear you properly, you're fucked. Like, audio is very important.
Mm-hmm. Also, Let's Plays where they hold the camera up to the
they point the thing to the TV.
I know the worst YouTube video. I know it.
What is
it? It's a Frederator member. He probably won't watch this, so it's fine.
That's so mean. But someone's gonna notify him.
No, I mean, like, well, okay. So essentially, he made some posts on the forum and was like, "Frederator hasn't done shit for me. No one's doing shit for me." And then I just kind of like, well, you made all these. He made like a list of excuses why his videos aren't doing well and why no one's helping him and such. And it was stuff like he doesn't have money, so he can't record stuff. And it's like, well, all right, if you obviously have a phone because you're recording with your phone, make a stand for less than $10. You know,
just get some cardboard.
Yeah, there's all these ways you can do stuff. Like in this day and age where we have Google and everything's super cheap, like for the most part, you can do anything you want creatively. You just have to either know how to use Google or just be a little creative. And so like I was just like, hey, you can do this. I linked him to a bunch of stuff, and I was like, I think you owed the community an apology. And he's made a video ranting about me.
Oh, but like, do you, it's still up?
Probably.
We can cut this part out, but I want to see it.
All right, I'll give you a link. It's amazing.
Oh,
like I imagine him saying, "Frederator, why have you forsaken me?"
No. The best part was like he made the video ranting about it, but like he immediately jumps onto a completely different subject, and it's literally 10 minutes of nothing. And even at one point he goes, "Yeah, sometimes I get off track, but that's just me." Like,
what you gonna do?
Oh, I think you've told me about this guy.
I've definitely told you about this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he took it down. I can't find him.
It's over.
Fucking rest in peace.
Damn.
He sounds fun.
But I think the elements to make the worst YouTube video ever involves unregistered Hypercam 2.
Yes.
Get that Hypercam registered.
Yeah. Like, does anyone actually register that Hypercam or no?
Yeah.
I don't know what Hypercam is.
Okay, but basically, well, it's when you watch like a Let's Play or a video showing someone's monitor, like a screen recording of the monitor, and they just have like on the top left corner, it's just in big, a white rectangle with black text, unregistered Hypercam 2, the recording software. Like, you know, the Let's Play is gonna be utter shit at that point.
I can't find it. I might be just not like searching well enough.
Oh well. Be on the lookout for a rant video on StevRayBro.
Well, he never specifies me. That's what the hilarious thing is. Like he calls out Frederator for like 2 lines, and then it's just this weird rant about like, nothing. It's just no. I didn't actually like freeze or drop or anything. I just couldn't think of anything that he actually said. None of it was like worthwhile.
Wow. Yeah. So it's like, why doesn't Frederator notice me? Like he's just one person in a crowd of people like yelling for attention, and no one cares for him.
And I might have found it.
Oh my god.
I did. There we go.
Yes. Let me see this.
Where'd it go? Okay.
Let's see what these nerds' videos are. What does he produce?
Vlog?
Oh.
There's like one video where he's just like, this is it. This is the future. And it's just his camera pointing at like a DC like billboard in New York. And it's just like, this is it. And it's like 30 seconds long. There's no point to it. It's just shaky cam of him looking at it.
Well, the video is called
This Christmas.
fucking shit, and in the first second of footage is him holding up the middle finger.
I would bleep out the title. Like, we don't necessarily people looking for it. I don't care if people find it, but I want them to do the hard work first.
Oh, you know? Wait, I think I know this guy.
You know?
I think he follows me on like.
Shit! Abort!
Oh fuck! He's gonna kill us.
You just need to now edit out everything except for like, oh, here's the worst YouTube video, and then just I think I know this guy. He follows me, and then that's it.
Waiting for me. Oh, speaking of Twitter, like I got this one Twitter message. All it said was in all caps, "Why do you hate reaction videos? Why?"
Oh yeah. Someone was really pissed off by the fact that we don't like reaction videos.
You remember that one? You remember the one guy who was like, I will never be on the podcast. That guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. There was someone who made a long ass post saying, "It's over. I finally get it. I'm not gonna be on the podcast. Their fame is over once Pan gets a job on Cartoon Network or Pizza Planet or whatever. I guess I don't really need the podcast anymore." It's like, calm down. It's a fucking podcast. Jeez.
It's not the like fucking United Nations or something.
It's a fucking podcast. Like, do you want to contact me for something other than a stupid podcast? Jeez. Oh, but what did that person send you, Stev? The one about the reaction videos?
Oh no, I didn't get like a personal message. I just saw like comments in your video being like, there's one person who was just, how could you guys? No, I'm fucking tired of this shit.
Why?
Stop hating on reaction videos.
My people are being oppressed.
It's just like, I mean, it's a fair criticism, you know, like I don't like a lot of Let's Plays either, but you don't see me like trying to, we're not stopping them.
No.
We just find, you know, just, it's not that, one, it's not our entertainment. It's just not what we find enjoyable. And two, reaction videos do harm YouTube videos, though.
Yeah, we talked about this in the last video. There's timestamps in the description, so look for that in the previous podcast.
But just to clarify for anyone that doesn't know this, basically, if you have a reaction video and someone follows that reaction video instead, like, for example, Fine Brothers has the don't hug me, I'm scared. there's like more views on some of the Fine Brothers videos than there is the actual original video. And if you're first to stumbling upon it, they show most of the video. There's no reason for you to go back and watch it on your own.
Yeah, I mean, if you're showing, like, if you're just playing the whole thing uninterrupted while maybe with a few chuckles here and there, yeah, that's kind of a problem. You're playing someone else's video while you just sit there chuckling or something useless. I mean, you could. If you want to do reaction videos, like, I don't know, cut it up. Like, show the best of parts, not the entire thing.
I remember
watch time.
I remember I saw like a reaction thing. It was like, this guy reacts to a reaction of someone reacting.
We're getting into some, I don't even know his artist, David Lynch.
Shit. Yeah.
David Lynch apparently stopped. Is that the guy who did Salad Fingers?
No.
No.
That's David Lynch is someone with credibility, not some fucking Flash guy on YouTube. I don't know what.
No, who's the guy who did Salad Fingers?
I don't know. Obviously not David Lynch.
David Firth. David Firth is his name.
Fuck. You fuck. You got David Lynch confused with David Firth, an animator on YouTube.
One time I got Poseidon mixed up with Ludacris.
What?
And he wasn't just an animator on YouTube. He was also an animator on Newgrounds.
Poseidon?
Poseidon and Ludacris. Yeah, I got them mixed up one time.
Is Poseidon a rapper or like the ocean god Poseidon?
The ocean god Poseidon.
What are you talking about?
When I spit, my mic gets wet.
For some reason, I got them mixed up.
How do you get those two mixed up?
Well, I don't know. I was like thinking, I guess because Poseidon, like in the game, God of War, kind of looks like a black guy.
What?
And then my friend, I don't know how I got it mixed up. I remember just one day, I'll talk to my friend. I was like, yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Poseidon lately. He's like, wait, Poseidon? I'm like, yeah, I was Ludacris. Sorry, I mixed it up.
How the fuck do you mix that up? Oh, well, that does remind me. Like, I remember I was playing The Simpsons Hit and Run a long time ago, and I wanted to move my head to the left to look at something. But when I was playing, I just moved the control stick to the left to see to the left of my character, and I didn't think, oh wait, my body's separate from the game. Whoops.
Which you actually moved your head in real life.
Messed that up.
That happened one time, okay?
Oh wait, Pan, that happened to me one time too. I was like playing this game, and I was like trying to look up at something, and I was like I was actually moving my head, like I was like, I can barely see. I was like,
oh my god, I remember this. Do you ever watch Kim Possible? There was an episode where where Ron had this wheelchair friend, and I don't know, it's one of those episodes where Kim feels very awkward. It's like, oh my god, a kid in a wheelchair. Am I gonna say something that's gonna offend him? Break a leg out there. Oh fuck, oh god. And that was basically Kim's thing. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this. Anyway, Ron and Wheelchair Kid were just playing a video game, and okay, if you ever had the GameCube, the wireless controller on the GameCube, there was settings on the bottom where you can assign which thing you're controlling. Because let's say more than one person owns a wireless remote, you got to tune into the right frequency to get control of your own thing. And Ron tuned it to the wrong one, and he got control of the wheelchair, and that's how they saved the day, by Ron controlling a fucking robotic wheelchair that also had rocket packs on it that was fully compatible with a GameCube controller.
I remember one time I was at my friend's house and we were playing the Sly Cooper game, the third one with Bentley in the wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my friend's like, man, I want to be handicapped for that reason alone.
Well, he gets better parking, so that's one good thing.
Something similar to that. I've always seen jokes like about The Fault in Our Stars, like, I want to be dying of like cancer or something so I can be like the couple in The Fault in Our Stars happy face. And ever since I got into Rent, I've always been jokingly been like, I hope I get AIDS so I can be just like the characters in Rent.
Everybody's got AIDS.
Thanks to your guys' talk about Rent, I wound up listening to the music again.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Apparently, there was like a lot of debate regarding the line "mucho masturbation." Some people thought it was mutual masturbation,
which makes no fucking sense.
Well, neither line really does.
I mean, Mutual
Much masturbation.
I mean, it's like you're doing a handshake, but the hands go to a different part with other people. Like you're like jerking off someone else, and they're jerking off you. So it's, I guess that'd be a mutual masturbation.
Yeah, but the line is mucho masturbation. Anthony Rapp confirmed it. The guy who said it confirmed it. So
that's what the reference was. The fact that the actor like kind of stepped in and was like, "Yep, this is it."
Fun's ruined. Oh, but is that the end of the podcast?
I guess so.
Is this the end of the world?
Oh, I guess so. I'm Pan Pizza. Who are you people?
I'm Nolan.
I'm Ken.
It's the end of the podcast. Goodbye, everyone. Sorry it's a short one because I had to do something or not. I don't know. So long.
You don't know why you're leaving? You're just giving us excuses? Okay.
Pan's pregnant.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, every pony.
Bye.
Fuck.
Wake up.
Wake up. Why'd you leave the guns on the table? Here you go to create another fable.
You wanted to.
I don't think you trust in
my
self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your eyes, forsaken me.